All Reform seem interested in doing is putting up flags and blaming refugees. There was a bit of a hiccup at the launch, a bit of a hiccup over the formation of the registration of party membership. We're getting through all of that. We're not here to have a fight with the Greens. They're not a socialist party. They don't pretend to be. We are socialists, and obviously we have a particular agenda about redistribution of wealth and power.
Should it concern potential voters that so many of your party MPs are landlords?
Well, there's only 6 of us. I don't know what the circumstances are that they apparently own another property which is rented out. I have asked them. It's not something that's come up.
What is the party line towards trans rights and sort of social conservatism more generally?
Trans rights are human rights, and that's exactly where it has to be. It's a big rally tonight in the wonderful St George's Hall, and then we're having our conference here at the end of November. It's great to be in Liverpool, fantastic city, great levels of support for radical politics, and I'm delighted to be here again.
So at Labour Party conference last week, there was lots of talks from MPs about your party and also about the Greens, saying that they were afraid of a splintering of the vote among the left, which would let in reform at the next general election. Is that something you're concerned about?
Well, they need to think as well about what the Labour government is doing by cutting benefits, why it's not ending the 2-child benefit cap, and why they're pursuing economic policies which lead to greater inequality. And what we found is there's enormous support for a left alternative, and that's what we're presenting. The question of the Greens is an interesting one. We're not here to have a fight with the Greens. We're here to cooperate at a local level on a lot of things. They're not a socialist party. They don't pretend to be. We are socialists, and obviously we have a particular agenda about redistribution of wealth and power. But it doesn't mean we can't work with them at a local level, and we certainly will be doing that.
Zach Polanski said that they are a socialist party and that they just don't use that language. Do you see some sort of further, more official cooperation with the Green Party?
Well, I got to know Zach quite well, and obviously I know quite a lot of people in the Green Party, and indeed in the parliamentary setting. Our independent alliance group, often do cooperate with the Greens. There's not going to be a merger. There's not going to be, in that sense, a formal alliance. But what I'm sure we will do is come to some kind of arrangements at a local level, because ours is not just an electoral offer. It is about creating a community-based organisation that does challenge reform at the grassroots by serious campaigning on housing, on schools, on health, on privatisation, all these things that reform never touch. All Reform seem interested in doing is putting up flags and blaming refugees.
There's lots of people in that hall very excited to hear what yourself and the other your party senior members have to say. But some people in the wider voter base, maybe in the wider left, might have been put off by quite public disputes over membership and might be a bit wary about trusting the party right now. What would your message to them be?
My message is there was a bit of a hiccup at the launch, a bit of a hiccup over the formation of the registration of party membership. We're getting through all of that, and that's why we're all here tonight. And I've got a whole lot of events coming up, as have all the other colleagues, over the next few weeks with deliberative meetings around the country to see what the mood is on the Constitution, on the rules, on the organisation. But above all, my message is I want us to be an inclusive, community-based democratic organisation that does stand up for working class communities who are being ridden roughshod by big business and government.
Zarah Sultana said that the main focus of your party should be tackling reform. Labour said that that should be one of the main focuses of the Labour Party right now as well, is tackling reform. Why are you in a better position to take this fight to reform?
Because we offer an economic alternative, because we offer a social alternative. Sadly, the Labour government is not offering that alternative. Levels of poverty have got worse. Levels of homelessness have got worse. The council house building they promised is simply not happening. The houses they're building are largely for sale or market rent. That is not dealing with the housing crisis. Likewise, the knock-on effect of that crisis is actually the mental health crisis and the levels of privatisation within the NHS. Labour are simply not delivering, even on their own very minimalist manifesto of a year ago.
Your party has the highest number of MPs in the Commons of any party that are landlords. We saw Zarah Sultana sign an early day motion to ban MPs from being landlords. Is this something that you would support as well?
It's her view. I'm not a landlord myself. I don't want to be a landlord, and I would want to personally see council housing, not the private rented sector. MPs should declare everything they do, and if they are a landlord, the very least they should be is a very good landlord, charging no more than the local housing allowance.
Should it concern voters that so many of the MPs of your party are landlords?
Sorry?
Should it concern potential voters that so many of your party MPs are
Well,
landlords?
there's only 6 of us, so you can't say there's an enormous proportion. I don't know what the circumstances are that they apparently own another property which is rented out. I have asked them. It's not something that's come up. I think the issue has to be regulation of the private rented sector, control of rents, and protection of tenancies. And what the renters bill, which the government has put through, doesn't do is control rents. It does protect people against uh, un, eviction from unfair circumstances, which is good. No fault eviction is good, but it's not doesn't go anything like far enough. And that's one thing I'm determined to see in our policy is absolute control of the private rented sector.
And finally, before I let you go, Adnan Hussain previously agreed with a social media user who said that the party shouldn't parrot the same neoliberal idea of gender ideology. And for members who might be concerned by this, what is the party line towards trans rights and sort of social conservatism more generally?
Trans rights are human rights, and that's exactly where it has to be.